All right, guys, lots of talk about the snow back in Athens, but here in Myrtle Beach right now, I mean, it's as good as it gets. We've got palm trees, the sun's out, I'm wearing short sleeves. It's late November in South Carolina.
The day America has been waiting for is finally here. There's no day more important than the first Tuesday of November, year in and year out, and everyone will have their eyes glued to their TV tonight. Yes, it's time for midweek action.
Boom or doom, that's a boom right there. That's a boom. Double chunk chocolate cookie. Wolford got hit right there.
Talk to me a little bit about offensive line technique. I think a lot of our viewers know offensive linemen as the really big, just tall guys to protect the quarterback. Just what really goes into it that the average fan might not see?
For probably the most famous goal in this program's history. Not many people could say they were on SportsCenter top 10. What was that experience like? Hard to believe college basketball season starts in just 6 days. In honor of basketball season beginning, I've got Ohio men's basketball head coach Jeff Bowles here with me. Is it hard to believe that we're already 6 days away from the season starting? You guys have been here for a while, off day today, came in on Wednesday. You gotten to do anything fun out in Myrtle so far?
Now this begs the question, would this game live up to the hype? Simply put, it did. Jackson's first drive, ball's out. Cooper Enix cribs it to get the scoring started early. Panthers up 7-zip. Next drive, Bodie Wolford airs it out. It's caught. Ryan Simons from one end of the field to the other. Turn on the Jets. Man, he's having a heck of a junior season. Now it's 7-all. Fast forward, second quarter, Trey Robinette dots his man up. He makes the play. Goodness gracious, Miami Trace goes ahead 14-10. Jackson was not going to stay silent long. Right before half, Wolford finds his man, Gavin Jones. It's a foot race. Jackson went for two, didn't get it, so it's 16-14. Feeling pretty good before the half, right? Not so fast. Austin Brown, don't give him space because he will fly. He finds open space, and what a juke move from the young man. Special teams matter, y'all. Miami Trace up heading into half 21-16. I don't know what happened in Jackson's locker room, but it certainly helped. They flipped the script in the second half. Nolan Johnson keeping it on the ground, not one, but two touchdowns in the half. 22-21, then 29-21. Ironman's starting to pull ahead. When in doubt, Wolford's going to air that thing out. Gavin Jones again. 2 TD game for him. Now Jackson's really up, 36-21. Miami Trace still showing some fight, though. Enix scoring TDs on both sides of the ball tonight. Panthers still alive, down 36-27. Next drive, it's time to close the door. Another TD won't hurt as Jackson takes it 43-27.
Guys, it's another shortcoming for the Vikings in the tournament that's become a bit of an issue as of late. While Vinton County has won a whopping 4 TVC Ohio titles since 2018, its postseason success hasn't quite matched its conference success, and that theme continued in this year's tournament. It's been a struggle in the postseason as of late. Head coach N.J. Kite hasn't won a playoff game in his tenure. VC's last win was against Athens in 2018, and to make matters worse, Vinton County hasn't been the higher seed in any of these losses. They haven't hosted once either. Senior Hayden Reynolds out. He's VC's second leading scorer. Vikings got out to a hot start. They led 10-4 early on. They were moving well in transition, running up and down the floor, getting good looks like this three from Nash Yates right here. But it didn't take long for Hillsborough to fight back. Enter Josh Rowland. He scored 25 points, and this kid is just a sophomore. Hillsborough took the lead into half. Third quarter, the Indians lit it up from beyond the arc. This running buzzer beater three put a cap on it. Hillsborough went pedal to the metal to win 72-43. And it's the end of an amazing career for Vinton County legend Cobra Sharp. He ended his career as a 1,000 career point scorer. He and Reynolds are the last of a golden era for the Vikings. Last year's undefeated conference champion has all graduated. A high cycle that head coach N.J. Kite knows all too well.
I mean, you know, high school basketball every year you lose kids. You always have these kids. You're like, man, I can't believe they're graduating now. And it's one of those things you get more used to it. You accept it, but it doesn't make it any easier at the end of the season when those kids are gone.
Really tough end to the Vikings season and the careers of these seniors. VC will have to wait until 2026 for a chance at a playoff win. There's a lot that goes into a game day for the Bobcats, but at 7 a.m., assistant coach Mike Jafliku is getting a head start on everyone else.
Well, number one, especially game days, I don't really sleep. I'm just, really excited about the game, right? And then, due to the different facets of the day, it's like trying to manage that time to, make sure to fulfill all those roles that we talked about.
Even 12 hours before a game, there's always still time to get shots up with players.
Yeah, usual game day setup really is, get shots up with the guys. So everyone has their own routine, right? So I work a lot, with Elmore James. He likes to come get in shots up before shoot around, and that's just, game type shots that he's gonna see throughout the games.
Okay, let's go both wings. I just want 5 makes. I want shot fake. He's flying at you. Let's go paint touch, get to your bump fade. Sell that shot fake though, okay?
And then basically throughout the day, I'll be watching film on our next opponent. So our next opponent will be Toledo. So watching their actions, last 5-6 games, and I've already watched the full game flow of them. So now I'm just watching the clips. So my main role in game is the other opponent's play calls and writing them down as far as what actions they're running. So, you know, they could call a certain play, and more than likely than not, we'll have that play call after, you know, intensive scouting that we do and whatnot, how we get those play calls.
Coach Mike may only eat one meal a day on game days, but he runs on one thing: caffeine.
Food throughout the day. So, I mean, start the morning off, I need my espresso. That's my thing. Like, and I'll be honest with you, I used to drink a lot more espresso throughout a game day, but I've weaned off that. You know, an espresso, and then I got a tea, usually like a mint tea. You know, it's good for the lungs, like peppermint and stuff like that. It just soothes me. And then food-wise, I'm not a big breakfast guy, to be honest with you. It's something light. You know, if I can get like a smoothie or like fruit. But then pregame meal, I'll have a pretty good pregame meal as far as like salad, chicken, pasta, fruit, and whatnot.
Even with 7 hours to go until tip-off, Coach can't help but wish it was already game time.
We're going through the antsy part of my day. Honestly, it's just the waiting to just play the game, you know? Like, I guess when I was a high school player, which wasn't for many years, right? I was just waiting to get on the court, ready to coach the game. As a coach, like, I just hate waiting. Like, once I wake up, 5, 6 a.m., like, I'm ready to go.
Players started to arrive shortly after, but when guard Sharif Mitchell arrived, Chiflico pulled him to the side to scout the opponent a little further.
So you can jump it, but then show your hands, not get a stupid foul, right? Same thing's gonna happen here. Left, step back. Like, don't fall for it. Like, my man 22 here, he fell for it. And that could have been a make. But literally just be cognizant of it. You can jump it and then be there on the catch and either air ball or the worst shot ever. Okay, now, the same thing. He's gonna drive left, but when he goes to his right, he does not want to go to his right hand. Air ball. Same thing. He's gonna try to do a little bank shot. Again, left, right hand. You see? So that's all on him. Any questions on him? No, sir. Good hit.
At last, it was time for shoot-around, where Coach Mike really brings the energy.
Let's go, big dog. One last time in the combo, baby. Let's go. Stop it. Y'all can't. I'm full strong. Let's go. I'm done with you, bro. I'm done.
Coach Mike. Hey, it's Coach Mike.
Don't go all the way under the rim on the rebound, right? You want to stay till that MAC logo because that's the easiest shot to get that shot, right? Yep.
Even during shoot-around, there's still time to watch film on the next opponent before heading to get his only meal of the day, an all-you-can-eat special.
So we got salad, we got salmon, chicken, a little bit of mac and cheese, and garlic bread. And then we got a little, this looks like a blueberry, strawberry smoothie with vanilla yogurt. So it's good. Good eats. Always good eats before the game.
Chiflico spends the next hour and a half watching more film before final game preparations are being made.
So Eastern Michigan play calls, that action count sheet of when I was watching film, right, of how many times they ran stuff, so really look at that in after timeout situations. And then printing out my personnel sheet. So it'll be a front and back of each guy's stats and, you know, things they do well, things of how we're gonna guard them, right? And then the last thing I'm printing is my sheet, so when Eastern Michigan has different play calls or like there's different actions that they run. So.
Coach Mike's final task before tip-off is to set up a capture of the game on the concourse.
So we're setting up the live capture for the game today. So plug in all these cables in, make sure it's all charged up. So this will capture the whole game feed. And then after the game, I'll cut up, review it, give to the coaches right after the game.
Even as a coach too, and I feel like I've gotten myself into this situation, you know, and I'm still learning. Like, nobody knows anything. You don't know everything, right? You gotta always constantly learn. And then for me, like, the biggest thing has been, you know, the ability to learn every day. Like I said, I'm always just ready for the game. Like I know you can't do it, but honestly, once I wake up, like I'm ready. I'm just ready to go.